Welcome back to Wookies on X-Wing. I'm Jon.
And I'm Matt.
And today we got a special treat from Team Covenant. This is their new token set. They were nice enough to send their tokens to us. So here we are unboxing that.
It's really neat. I guess the most obvious thing about them is these are really good quality. They're very thick plastic, very clear designs, and it's immediately obvious what these tokens are.
Yeah, I like them because they're waterproof.
Yeah.
So if I accidentally drool while I'm sleeping on my mound of X-Wing stuff, I'm not destroying my tokens.
And they're in your favorite baggies. They're all separate from you.
Oh my god, I love these. I got more baggies. I can now put all my tokens in individual bags to annoy my opponent in every game. Alright, so I wanted to do the Rebel one first. So we got your basic target lock, focus, and evade. So each of the different factions have their own tokens, which is kind of neat. Like, there's focus for rebels, focus for Imperials, focus for scum, that other villainous faction. So yeah, you got these the different types of tokens, and so I want to do the rebel ones first. So target locks.
Yeah, target locks. You'll be immediately familiar with the design. They look very similar to the target locks you get in your ship blisters in the starter set.
Yeah.
You know right away what this thing is when you look at it. Looks like a targeting computer icon.
Yeah, I like the fact that the letters are extremely legible. There isn't this, is this an 7 or a G or what?
Is it an O or a G or
yeah,
a Q? Yeah.
It's immediately legible. I like that. Red and white, interesting choice for colors. I like them. They're very stark contrast. I like the fact that there's like little gems and stuff like that on the Rebel ones. So yeah, they're fairly solid. They're very distinct, and you can pick them out. So we got the focus and evade tokens. Now, they have a weird, like, very unique, is redundant, but yeah, they're very nice, interesting pattern to them. The eye is immediately identifiable, and you have your evade tokens. So they're very stark. They show up.
Large.
And if you're blind, you can figure them out because they have interesting, unique pattern on the side. I like them. They're very large.
It's a nice size. Yeah, it's hard to lose them. You play in a game and suddenly you realize, where the hell did that evade token come from? I don't know. Who did it belong to?
Yeah.
Was that from last turn? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, and I mean, if you have one person using the very basic X-Wing stuff or the Fantasy Flight stuff or some of the competitor third-party tokens, I mean, it gives you your own set of tokens that you don't have to worry about. So that's the Rebel one. So let's talk about the Imperial ones next. So they have a completely different, for the target locks, they have a very different, distinct target lock. Rather than the very, like, almost like a plus or a cross. It's a lot more subtle with the target locks. It's almost just like a circle with a couple of bumps. So it's compared to a lot because they're the same size as the focus and evades. They're black and white, or very dark. No, I think they're black and white. They're black and white, so it's a color difference from the Rebel one, and the Imperial colors. But they're fairly basic in comparison to the Rebel one. So as an Imperial player, I feel like I've gotten a little bit of the short end of the stick.
Well, just look at it. The graphic. It reminds me of the Vader's targeting computer from A New Hope. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like the idea of that.
Yeah, and I get that. Like it has those the distinct lines on the targeting computer that very much reminds me of that, and it has this see-through. It has cutouts in the targeting, so that it actually has that sort of teeth that you would see in a target is locked.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I like that. But it's in comparative to the other tokens, it just seems like it's a lot more subtle.
Yeah, it can be a little hard to tell. That's one of the things looking at it is a little hard to tell that it's a target lock without knowing exactly what it is.
But I mean, at the same time, you got those very bold letters on that, so
It's
I
a
mean,
fair guess.
you can put 1 and 2 together to get A, B, or C.
The focus and evades for Imperials, the focus and evade symbols look the same.
Yeah.
There's just that Imperial graphic around the edge, so you can tell, okay, yeah, these, it's very subtle, but alright, these are my Imperial tokens.
Yeah, and so we come to the Scum, and Scum, this is kind of interesting. The Scum has the same sort of theme as the Imperial ones, a lot more subtle, but the outline of the token itself is jagged. Like it
doesn't feel as professional.
Yeah, it doesn't have. It's almost a middle ground between the Rebels and the Imperials, just like the faction itself. Which I like that, you know, almost meta aspect of these tokens, and it also has the little cutouts, and they're weird. They're a different symbol, and you have little letters, almost like script, along the target lock, whereas before you have, you know, graphics or symbols and stuff like that. So it's different. I like it. It's green and white, which is kind of interesting because the Rebel and Imperial one, you have white and black and white and red, and here you have white and green, and the green is the same color as the focus and evade tokens. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but that it makes it a little easier for them to get lost, especially since none of the tokens are double-sided. But I like them. It, you know, again, it's a unique token set.
It's cool. I like it.
All right, and you have the focus and evade tokens, also set similar colors. They have their unique circle around them, and rather than having the Imperial one or the Rebel one, it has a little script, which almost looks like Huttese.
Yeah.
I guess I'm assuming that's what you're going for, and if that's the case, good job. Because, you know, Scum and Villainy and Hutts are so intertwined.
But yeah, so that's the faction specific, as you will, tokens. There's tokens for your other various ones, but these are very general. Everybody will use the same ones, excepting perhaps the Phantom. There are cloak tokens. They are very large, very immediately obvious.
What I like about these these specialty tokens for the stress, the critical effect, those
that
kinds of
we
tokens,
always
the
forget.
ionization. Yeah, always forget that token. It's I like them because they're really stark colors.
Yeah.
They're very vibrant. You're not going to lose them. The stress is a little dark, but you usually know where your stresses are, and you know. It's dark, deep red. It has that, you know, that red light feel to it.
Yeah.
So I like them. They're very distinct. I like the colors. All of the colors have a nice contrast with each other. So yeah, I like the fact that there's the tokens themselves feel different. So you know, if you're just reaching down and trying to grab a token, and if you just feel it without even looking, you can know that you're grabbing the right token, which I like as well.
Yeah.
It's almost like they took the concept that was started by Fantasy Flight and they just, you know, perfected it a bit.
Yeah, with the event specific tokens, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
The promo tokens.
Yeah, and it's a different, almost a different quality of plastic too. So I think these ones look like they're a little bit more durable.
Yeah, no, it's good. I like them. I'd definitely get them for myself.
Oh yeah.
I guess, you know, the one thing with our play group, the feedback we got from them is some of the dark colors will blend in with the maps a little bit.
Well, yeah, if your map's not really busy, or if it has like stars and stuff like that, the focus and evades, they're really deep green, and with black and dark green, they can merge really well. And I mean, yeah, you have the nice white evades, but it's not as vibrant as the other ones. So, you know, I can see how they can get lost, but I mean, any tokens can get lost too. So
yeah, it's, you know, all in the grand scheme of things, minor complaint, but nothing hugely deal breaking at all.
Yeah, I really like this. I think I might also pick myself up one. Big shout out to Team Covenant for sending this to us, and for us to review it. And I think we'll probably put them in one of our new videos that we have coming up.
Should be seeing them more before too long.
Yeah, and that way you guys can have a look to see, you know, if these tokens are right for you.
As always, thanks for watching. There's have a link in the video description below to Team Covenant, should this pique your interest.
Absolutely. And feel free to like and subscribe to, push us up a little bit, boost us up.
There we go.
And see you guys next time.
Doesn't mean you're getting all the thrusters.
No!